Is it possible to actually have more fun and less cost family get togethers, especially at this time of the year? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Jan. Welcome to another episode on this channel, the Save Money More Jan channel. Absolutely, yes. How you doing today? Hope everybody's doing well. As we approach the holidays, we're getting closer and closer to the holidays, that time of the year when many of us want to get together more often with friends and family, might have an extra hour or two, even three, to hang out with your friends and family and get together and have a good time. It does not have to cost a ton of money. I think sometimes we just do it. We just unwittingly just do it. But you know what? Take heart. We can actually control some of the money that we spend on gatherings and get togethers at this time of the year. I have a few ideas that have worked for me. So, using that as the thing, let me tell you something. One of the things that people concern themselves with when they get together, especially around now, because we focus a lot on exchanging presents, gifts like that, doesn't have to be high end. You could throw a party where you feature exchanging, as they call them, white elephant gifting. What's a white elephant gift? Basically, it's just a silly gift, something you could even find at home and wrap up and talk about, laugh about, perhaps an old memory or some sort of a disguise, a gag gift, whatever. The emphasis is more on the fun and making your friends and family laugh and having a wonderful time. You could always individually give someone something on your own accord, but if you make the theme more lighthearted, and that is another important point. For me, I rather just saying my personal preference, everyone else's preference. That's up to you. That's totally wonderful. I've been to formal gatherings. I've been to informal, casual gatherings. You want to know the truth? This lady behind the microphone, what do you think I would prefer? The formal gathering or the informal, casual gathering? Of course, for me, informal, casual gathering where people can let their hair down and be themselves and not have to worry so much about the gorgeous outfits and the expensive this, that, and the other. Honestly, for this lady behind the microphone, no, I'd much rather focus on having a little fun. And to me, in an unpretentious, casual environment. But that is me, and no judgment if you prefer the formal stuff. There's a place for that as well. It's just not for me. Also, the formal stuff could be really, really, guess what? Expensive, obviously. It could be a very expensive thing. But I like to keep things simple, low cost, holiday fun. So a white elephant gift exchange is wonderful. Now, you don't have to have a full blown party. You could create an event like a cookie exchange. The cookies could be already pre made. Everybody brings their own style of either homemade or store bought. Everyone's cookie is different. Everybody brings something completely different. Everybody exchanges it. You have some hot beverage of choice or whatever it is, water, whatever you like to have. Hang out with your friends and just do a cookie exchange and just get together. Very casual, very low overhead costing. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Especially this time of the year, and especially this particular year, keeping costs down, in my opinion, with all the mishmash of recent things. I think it is very important that we are more mindful that not everyone can have, the super duper deluxe type of a party. So those cookie exchanges, cookie bake offs, or whatever you do like that is a lot of fun. Another thing that people could do where no one has to worry about hosting anything in their home or apartment is perhaps get together, meet at a location, let's say at a diner, but agree that you're not going to spend per person X number of dollars too much at the diner. For example, if you're okay with every person just getting together, meeting each other, and nobody spends more than $20 each at the diner, you're just hanging out for a little bit. Can't be too huge, but let's say four friends or four family members get together and do something like that. I'm just using that as an in general type thing. But more often than not, the most comfortable place to be, in my opinion, is in a home or apartment environment. Now, it does not have to be the food. Let's talk about the food. The food does not have to be fancy schmancy. It could be as I call it, a smorgasbord of food. Everybody buffet style, as everybody gets together. Sometimes people do a potluck. Sometimes people do the whole thing themselves. Whatever works, comfortability, money wise. Another thing which is really, really a thought. Okay, you could have a pizza party. A pizza party, you can have a hot dog and pizza party. Hot dogs are cheap, pizza is well. You see where I'm going with this. Try to get very good prices. Whatever you could work with, but we have to always keep in mind these days of people with certain dietary needs, like have a dish on the side that is okay for a vegan to have. Be mindful of the folks that do they have allergies. I know it's a lot more thought than let's say 40 years ago. 40 years ago, you threw a party together. You never thought about if somebody had an allergy. You never thought about if somebody is vegan. You see where I'm going with this. But today, this is the way it is right now. And this is, what we kind of sort of have to do. So be very like mindful of the stuff that we put out there. But the main thing is to have fun. Now, music costs you zero. What? Yes, music costs zero. Right on this very platform, create a playlist of your favorite holiday music on this platform itself. They have certain videos with the most gorgeous backgrounds to it. Some of them look to me really like a living and breathing Christmas card. So beautiful. And they play certain beautiful styles of holiday Christmas music. Oh my word, check it out like ahead of time. Check them out. Cost you absolutely nothing extra. Put it on the background. Another strong suggestion for those that don't have an actual fireplace and you're not going to warm up the place, but it looks cute. Go for those beautiful fireplace videos, with the log burning right here on this very platform with some great musical background to it. Some of them just have the fireplace lit with the crackling sound. That's just got to take a look. And you just have that on in the background. It looks immediately festive. All it does is cost you a second or two to turn on your TV. So right away, it creates a warm, cozy atmosphere on the cheap. Another thing that a part of your holiday a party theme could be are, let's say, Christmas stockings. Okay, wonderful, wonderful thoughtfulness. You can make little Christmas stockings, fill them up with homemade cookies or slash cookie tins. Get them at the Dollar Tree type store and fill them up with homemade cookies or favorite cookies. Something to give your guests, something, in my opinion, which is always a nice thing, something to remember the event by. Take tons of pictures. I mean, today to not take a picture, forget it. Back when I was a child, you had to get filmed, you had to, use film up, and still we took pictures. Take a lot of pictures while you're getting together. There's no excuse not to take pictures or film some tiny videos, things of which where you could recollect the event long after the holiday has passed. Let's say next spring, and you find it on your phone and you look back and go, wow, this was really fun, and be lighthearted and have a lot of fun. And this is also another thing that I like to keep in mind. I don't personally, just talking about me, I don't bring up certain topics at holiday parties. I just I'm like, no, we have the whole year to debate those particular issues. To me, that is not the time or place, particularly if you might come across a spirited friend or relative that they're too spirited, and you don't want it to be a downer. You want the holiday party to be fun, upbeat, and just laugh. It's a time of people getting together, gathering with their loved ones. And from year to year, do we ever know who we're going to get to see next year? Many is the time that might be the last time we see someone that we don't see too often, or vice versa. So while we are together, why don't we make the most of it? The most of it, rather. We do not have to succumb to the stupid things of the moment, of heated moments of politics, for example. I'm just going to pull that one out of the air. This is just my opinion. You guys do whatever you want. I'm just sharing with you me what I would or would not want to do. I'm just saying. Now, prepare for your event. Excuse me, please. In layers, as I call it, in layers. This takes a lot of the stress out. For example, if you know you're going to have, let's say, chicken at your event, there's no reason in the world why you can't make your chicken a few weeks in advance, pop it in the freezer, done. That layer of the event is done. Okay. Or if you're going to include a pasta dinner with it, including with everything else you're going to do, make that in layers, make that ahead of time. Do a lot of make aheads that you could. The things that absolutely need to be done freshly, you do them freshly. Okay. That's absolutely. You could have a build up your own baked potato party, put out a whole bunch of blank cooked baked potatoes and make them twice baked. Let your guests figure out what the choices you have, like at out as a buffet style. Some people like broccoli and cheese on top of it. Some people like chili inside of it. Let them pick it out. Just pop it back in the oven. The potatoes already cooked. You're just heating it through, and they just pick out their topping. They feel in control. It's a lot of fun. You could do that with so many things, so many different foods. The same thing goes for frankfurters or hot dogs. Pick out their favorite toppings. Again, don't forget about the vegan folks and people that might have an allergy. So have something kind of neutral, kind of a meal type thing of an item. I like brunches. I like casual things. I'm not a huge fan of late night. I'm not a huge fan of formal, but this is me. Any party that I've ever had, you might call me party pooper, but perhaps I don't serve alcohol at all at any of my parties. Oh well, just have to be happy with my food and music, and perhaps maybe be happy with me. And no alcohol at my parties. I like to know that my guests go home safe and sound, but that's the way I think. Everybody is different. Everybody's situation is different. Everything within moderation and price and reason. But those white elephant gifts are so funny sometimes. You just never ever know. Also, find a game that costs zero. Look it up. Party games, games of chance. Maybe have a little door prize for the game or whatever. Make your parties fun and exciting. Something where people say, "I really had a great time today," and I'm not kidding. And hope to see you again real soon. When your guests walk out of your party that way, you know it was a success. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. I do appreciate everybody's time. Don't forget to come back every single day when at 5 a.m. Eastern for a brand new upload. And super thanks are forever appreciated. Don't forget to take good care of yourself. Take good care of yourself and your amazing family. Thank you.